Hi guys, I am going to be talking about my pregnancy thus far on this video. I would start with week 9. Today actually marks my week 9, but my rollover isn't until next Wednesday to be for week 9. So instead of me talking about week 8, I'm going to talk about from the time I found out I was pregnant until now, which will be 8 weeks. If you're in the pregnancy world and you know about how the weeks roll over, you would know what I'm talking about and you understand what I'm saying. And so this pregnancy, I do feel like it was different from my last pregnancy. Actually, I can say my last two pregnancies. Um, my stillbirth pregnancy, I was sick from from beginning to end, and I didn't know then, but that was a sign that things weren't good. My pregnancy with my son, I had a lot of food aversions, no cravings, no change. The foods that I really liked before I found out I was pregnant, I liked still um, while I was pregnant. There weren't any drastic changes for me during that pregnancy, no more than I had a food aversion to eggs. Anybody that knows me, I love eggs. I love eggs. I will eat boiled eggs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. To some, that may seem a bit much. And so I eat scrambled egg. I would eat scrambled eggs on a normal basis as usual before getting pregnant. But once I got pregnant with my son, and actually I was about 5 months pregnant, I believe, 4 or 5, and the smell of the scrambled eggs would just make me sick. Like I not vomit sick, but sick to where I had to get out of the room. I had to get the smell out of my nose because my mouth would start watering and I would just start getting very nauseous. And I'm sure if I would have sat through it, I'd probably end up, vomiting. Um, that was my only major change in my pregnancy other than my body. I did gain, I believe I gained 65 pounds with my son. So for me to have gained 65 pounds on top of that, it was very hard. The pregnancy ended up being very hard. I didn't have any um, my 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 um, readings and everything. Nothing went wrong. Like I didn't have high blood pressure. I didn't have hypertension. I didn't have, things like that. I didn't have anything. Like I was fine. Like nothing read unnormal. Even though I gained that much weight. And so I was a little bit worried. With that pregnancy, my back suffered the most with that pregnancy because my son, he like was in my back most of the time. Um, and like I said, to some that may not sound normal, but to those that have been pregnant or know about a full term pregnancy knows what I'm talking about. It's not easy having a baby that rests in your back or, toward your spine than he would at the front of your stomach. And so that was really, really, really hard for me. It got to the point where I had to leave work. Like, I think I was like, a month or two early before my due date, and I actually just had to have the doctor just put me on uh, on bed rest. I couldn't. I would cry when it was time to get up in the morning, and I would cry when it was time to go to bed, and that was because it was so hard for me to get in and out of the bed. I had like a mass number of um, pillows that never kept me comfortable. I had every pregnancy pillow possible, and I just could not get comfortable. I could not sleep. I could not stand. I could not sit for long. I couldn't. It was horrible. So I was in tears for like the last 3 months of my pregnancy, trying to, get past the pain and figure out what I could do. I went through so many things. My fiance tried his hardest to keep me comfortable. Nothing kept me comfortable. And so with this pregnancy so far, this is only week 9. Today is the start of week 9. So I don't know what week 9 is going to bring and so forth. But I do know that with this pregnancy up until today, I have not had any food aversions. Um, However, I don't like the smell of coconut water. I know that um, I read a lot on pregnancies over the past few years, and I know that coconut water and coconut milk are good for you in moderation. It's not something that you would need to drink or should drink every day. Every time you drink something, it'd be coconut water. Coconut water is not as healthy as coconut milk. Coconut milk is actually good for you, and you can drink as much of that as you want. Coconut water, however, I guess it's saying that it shows that it's not that great for you. And it should be drank in moderation. And so I tried to buy those things to give myself something else to drink outside of water. And I could not, once I popped the can of the coconut water, I could not stand the smell of it. I am not really a fan of coconut anyway. I can't just eat coconut. I can eat it with mixed with stuff or on top of like pies and stuff, but I can't just. So the smell didn't really bother me, but now this pregnancy, I feel like this pregnancy is what brought on the fact that I can't stand the smell of um, coconut. Now, I will also say peanut butter. I love peanut butter. I love peanuts. I love cashews. I love nuts. I love anything that's of the nut form and in the nut family. However, my fiance the other day was eating I believe it was a See's candy brittle nut bar. And he came and sat by me, and I just got the whiff of the peanut butter, and I just about threw myself on the floor because I could not stand the smell of it. So peanuts right now, I think for me, are peanut, the smell of, peanut mixture of anything just grosses me out. I can't deal with the smell. Other than my body changes, I'm already uncomfortable, getting into bed and getting out. It's not as hard yet because obviously I'm not that big, yet. So I don't really have any strains to getting in and out of bed or getting around. I will say I'm sleeping a lot more in this pregnancy. Like usually, if I'm sure in the world of not being pregnant, if my son were asleep, I'd be up doing other stuff. Instead, this pregnancy, he's sleeping and I'm sleeping with him. These are also things that could come with the time that I'm in my pregnancy. I'm not sure, but I can only compare it to the way the last pregnancy was. The last pregnancy, I was not a sleeper. I was moving around, getting things done, and all of that. So that has changed a lot, this pregnancy, and so um, I don't know. I don't have any cravings for anything. Um, but I will say once I see something, if I see something that I want that looks good on TV or, in a newspaper or magazine, I'm like, okay, we got to go get that now. That kind of thing. But nothing other than like, just craving something that I've always wanted and then couldn't get it and then finally get it. No, I don't have those kind of cravings. And I will also say that I, what was I going to say? I don't even know what I was going to say. I have different, um, oh my God, what was I going to say? I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm sure will come from this pregnancy. I can't really say what it will be, but um, I, I don't feel anything right now. One thing I did notice, this pregnancy, I think it was a sign of that I was pregnant, but I didn't catch on to it. My scalp was usually very dry, originally, but I have this patch right here under this hair right here that looks like the color of my t-shirt, and my t-shirt's white. And it is a very thick layer of dry skin just in this one patch, like all the way down to under my ear, like right here in my sideburn. And I didn't pick up on it before I found out I was pregnant, but I kept going, this water in Washington is getting horrible. And why is my hair only dry in this one patch? But I read up on it, and it's actually a symptom and a sign of being pregnant, and I didn't know. And so I Googled it, and I actually, went to other discussion forums that people talked about this, and it's actually the same exact thing, um, that I'm experiencing, and I've never had that happen in my life. And so, like literally, instead of like like somebody that has bad dandruff could scratch and it'd be flaky, this thing I can like if I wash my hair and get a comb, I can peel it up to one big piece and just let it come out. Like it's pretty disgusting. I know you guys probably grossed out, but that's pretty disgusting for me because I'm not used to that, and I'm a very clean person. And so every morning I get up and I see that, I'm just like, oh my God, when is this going to go away? That is one major thing that I've noticed. Other than that, I have little dry patches. Like I have a dry patch right here between my lip. The sides of my nose is real dry, and think I think that is it. And so other than that, I don't think I have any um, major changes going on for from now until I was very nauseous in the beginning. Like very, very, very nauseous. And that's how I knew that this pregnancy, I was thinking at the time, I was like, either I'm having a girl or I'm having twins. So the twins were ruled out once we had our first ultrasound last week, which is not very valid because there could be a baby behind it. I know. I've heard all the stories. And so as we get further and we do more ultrasounds, we will definitely be looking out for that and have the doctor look more into the ultrasounds to make sure they are, ultrasounds that we can detect where it's one or two or whatever the case. And so I don't know. I know that every pregnancy is different, and that doesn't mean I could go from having a boy to having a girl because of the symptoms. That just means that every pregnancy is different and I can still have another boy. Although I'm um, I really, really want a girl, and so if not, whatever's healthy, I just pray and ask God that it's healthy and it comes out and everything's fine. But anyway, so other than that, these symptoms that I'm having and things that I'm noticing are leading me to believe that something is different. Um, I did get my readings back from my I believe it's uh my I think it's like the blood pressure, all the tests that they do, they run the first set of tests that they run, and it did show that I am pre-diabetic. I don't know if that means I'm diabetic or if that means I need to change something up in my diet because by the time I get further along in my pregnancy, I'm going to be full into diabetic. So what I've started to do is automatically I started to eat better, and I'm actually going to get a gym membership so that I can start walking on the treadmill for at least 30, 45 minutes at a good slow pace that doesn't overexert me or affect, my baby and everything like that. I won't be doing any running, any jogging, any weightlifting. I won't be doing anything but simply walking on the treadmill. And so that's about it for that. If I come up with any other things that I can think of, I will let you guys know. The baby's heart rate when we did go to the doctor and had the ultrasound, the baby's heart rate was 164. So the heart rate was really healthy, really good. The baby was measuring right on target to what I had, suspected. I'm very in tune with my body, and so when I said May 3rd was my last uh, LMP, I knew that when the app said February 3rd or February 7th, my baby would be due. I knew that I'd be pretty on head on with it. So February 7th is the due date, 2018, and so we are planning to have a gender reveal slash bridal shower. I'm sorry, not bridal shower. Gender reveal slash baby shower slash my birthday because it's going to be on my birthday, the gender reveal. And I don't know why I said bridal shower, but I kind of do because I'm doing all of that at once. I'm trying to figure out my wedding and figure out the things that we're going to do to bring the baby into the world and raise Kai at the same time. And so and be a wife. So I'm trying to juggle everything. It's not stressful. I'm not overexerting myself. I'm not overworking. I'm not. It's just my mind is going 100 miles a minute. And so um, thank you guys again for watching. I really appreciate everybody taking the time who have subscribed to my channel. Please go and follow my cousin and his wife. It's Meet the Garraways, and that's MEETTHEGARRAWAYS, as well as subscribe to my channel, the Hughes family. And so if you guys have any questions about this video or any experiences yourself with changes from one pregnancy to the other, that maybe I'm missing or that I could possibly experience, you guys tell me about it. I want to hear from you guys. I want you guys to subscribe to my channel. I want to subscribe to you guys' channel. I want to build a family through YouTube. I want to stay in tune with everybody. I noticed that I have like a few subscribers. So if you guys know for sure you have a page going, you guys are active on YouTube, you guys have people that subscribe to, and you have a lot of subscribers, subscribe to my channel. I don't eat people. I eat food. I love everybody, and I just want to see what this part of the world is like. I want to be a part of YouTube. I want to be able to make friends across the world and things like that. So you guys just keep me posted. Subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you need to do, and we will be right here waiting to give you guys another video to help you with your entertainment. So yeah, so we will talk to you guys on probably tomorrow, and if I do a video other than tomorrow, like later on today, you guys will see that too. Okay.